applying the MAC Face and Body Foundation all over my face. This is a great foundation for taking pictures because there's no white cast when you're taking flash photography, so I really recommend this. I like to use my fingers when I'm using this foundation just because it's a lot easier and faster to apply with your fingers. Concealer, and I've been using the Essence Match to Cover concealer. It's really good for the under eye circles, and I do have really bad dark circles, so I just grabbed the lighter color here. It melts the concealer, and I just really like it because it counteracts my dark circles because it's a peachy concealer. I'm just putting it where I feel like I have dark circles, and I also like to bring it all the way in here because it's really important for me there, just because I have dark circles there, and I sometimes bring it all the way into with my crease. I like to go in with my Instant Age Rewind Effect Concealer by Maybelline, and I like to use that more of a highlighting effect, and I like to apply it sort of in a triangle way. You guys can see that. And that just brings a lot more light into the inner, like the inside of my eyes, or just like in the areas where I want to bring more light. It's nice to, in a special occasion, to just do a bit of more steps with your makeup, and it looks really nice once you take pictures, and that's why I like using the MAC Face and Body, because it photographs really nice too because there's no SPF, so it's a great foundation. I like to use the Laura Mercier, and this is the Laura Mercier Undercover Pot 2, and this has concealers which I already used, but on the bottom part it has the powder I like to set my eyes with, and it's just a more fine powder, and it's also a sort of yellow color, so it's another thing that brightens my eyes. And as you can tell, I really like to have my eyes really bright just because I have a lot of dark circles, and I like to set my eyes sort of heavy so that it can last me the whole day. But you don't have to take all these steps if you don't have a lot of dark circles. This is just me. I just have a lot of dark circles. I'm going to be using this palette. This is the Hourglass Lightning Powder, and this has 3 different powders, and I like using the color, which I think is Radiant Light, and it's just a really gorgeous powder, and I just like to apply it wherever I'm going to sort of want a little bit more light. I'm going to be using my Naked 3 palette. I don't use it very often because it has a lot of pinks, but I've been loving it more recently just because it has these really nice matte colors that I love. So I'm going to be applying Dust. And Dust is just a really gorgeous light pink. I love to use my fingers with the Naked palettes just because I feel like it's more pigmented and it applies better on the eyelids just with my fingers. So I'm just using my fingers and I am applying dust all over my entire lid. And I like to dab and then sort of blend just because I don't want any fallout. So now I'm going to be using one of my favorites, which is Nooner, and Nooner is just a matte purple, and I'm going to be applying this all over my crease. And this is just a really pretty sort of purple with a little bit of brown, very warm. So just blend this all over the crease just like that, and until you're satisfied with the blending. And I'm going to apply the color called Blackheart, and Blackheart is a gorgeous dark purple, and I'm just going to sort of focus on the little crease right here, and I'm just gonna gently like to apply this, and then I'm going to be using a different brush to sort of blend. I'm using more of a fluffy brush, as you can tell, and I'm going to use that to sort of blend the color Blackheart, and I'm just gonna blend it with Nooner. Now I'm also going to be grabbing Strange, and Strange is a light matte beige color, and I'm gonna use that to highlight. Now I'm going to be grabbing Nooner again, and a little bit of black card. Apply that on my lower lash line, and I'm using that precision brush. And I'm applying this all over my lower lash line, sort of going halfway in. I'm going to be applying Nooner and a little bit of Buzz, and I'm applying that in the inner corners of my eyes. Now I'm going to be using the Essence Gel Eyeliner, and I've been liking this gel liner. I got it at Ulta and I really like the consistency. It's very creamy. Applying this with a small precision brush from e.l.f. Then I'm using a black eyeliner by Starklook, and this is in Obsidian. And it's just a black eyeliner. I'm going to be applying this all over my waterline. My favorite mascara of the moment, if you guys haven't seen my favorites video, which is my previous video, I was talking about the Lash Sensational mascara, and I've been loving this mascara a lot. It makes my eyelashes very flirty, very long, and I just love it. And it's also waterproof, so there are no smudges. The last step is the lips, and I've been using the Sephora Luster Matte Longwear Lip Color, and I've been loving these matte lip colors by Sephora. The one that I'm using today is called Fig, and it's a luster matte consistency, so it's a really interesting consistency because it doesn't really dry up your lips completely, but this is a gorgeous color. I loved it. So for some reason I forgot to apply blush and bronzer and highlight. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm going to be using the NYC bronzer in Sunny, and I love this for sort of every day. It's not too dark. It's a really nice bronzer to sort of warm up the face, and this is not really a contour. It's just sort of to warm up and give a little bit more color to my face, because as you can tell, I'm kind of pale. It's winter, so I'm going to be using my Hourglass blush palette, and this is the Ambient Lightning Blush Palette, and I love this. So the purple one is Mood Exposure, and that's going to be my blush, and I'm going to be using Incandescent Electra, and that's going to be sort of my highlight because it has a little bit of more glitter. I love applying these blushes with a stippling brush. If you don't want to put highlight like with the blush, it would be enough because it gives you a really nice glow. And this type of brush just makes it a lot more easy to blend, and it's just so pretty. I've been loving these blushes, and especially Mood Exposure. Now I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Small taper brush, and this is just a great size brush for highlight, and I'm just going to focus on this part, and then for some reason I kind of like to bring it all the way like that. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and if you don't have a boyfriend or a husband and you're single, go out with your girls, have a nice drink, have dinner. Remember that you don't need a man to be happy in your life. Alright girls, so I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!